Okay, am I live now? Hello, hello. It says I'm live. It says in stream there. Okay, I think I'm good. Go over to this. I think we're Gucci now. Yeah, you guys see this. Let me make sure on my. Yeah, we're Gucci. All right, so this is gonna be me ranking my first. Oh yeah, I forgot to plug in my other monitor. Let me do that really quick. It won't take up a second. I'm gonna put this in front of me, not to the right of me. I'm really looking at the camera. I think I'm good now. I just wanted to plug in this monitor in front of me so you guys aren't. I'm not looking that way and you can't see my face. What's up? Okay, so I can even pull this over here and be reading chat like this. It's way easier this way. Okay, so this is gonna be me rating my first 101 to 201 trophies. I added an extra one in there because wait, is it 202? No, it's 100. This should say 100. I mistyped that right there. Just ignore it. It's 100 to my 201 because I added an extra one because in the first video I didn't realize, but Ambu is not a platinum trophy. It's just 100%. So to compensate for the last one, I'm gonna add the one that I should have put instead, which is this game here. This one is literally you stand there and get a trophy. So that's probably the easiest platinum trophy I've ever gotten in my life. Wait. Oh, it's showing the wrong monitor. Hold on. Let me make sure. I messed up. Give me 1 second. Thought I caught that. I could just do web capture. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Yeah, that's what you guys see. Let me make sure it looks good on stream. Hold on, give me 1 sec. I'm still trying to. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so yeah, this game here is called. Hold on, I have it in my notes. Let me. My notes over here so I can remember what it's called. It's called Castle of No Escape. Castle of No Escape 2. You basically just stand there. You don't need a guide or anything. It's super basic game. Super easy. No guide needed. It's one of those gimme platinums I don't even want to really talk about. Let's do Slide, another one. Just throw it right in there. This is probably even easier than this. Barely easier. I can rate it by easiness. So if people want to get free platinums, they could just. Most of these are free platinums. I think Soccer Succubus, all these Soccer Succubus ones, you need a guide. There's you got to do certain things for certain achievements, but you basically beat the whole game really quick. I think these two right here need a guide, and this one of them doesn't. Now it's going to kill me because some of them don't, and I have to remember which ones don't. I know that most of these games, I think this one is another one you don't need a guide. You just get it. I can just put them all here. Let me grab all the Soccer Succubuses. This is one you don't need a guide. Yeah. This is probably easier than that. Yeah. So this one I'd put this above. This one's a little bit annoying. You have to sit there for a long time and you need a guide. It's easy, but I'd say it's easier than the Soccer Succubuses. Yeah. Anyway, these two games, I'm just going to go ahead and put best experience overall. They are. Ghost of Tsushima and Marvel Spider-Man. They're by far away the best two games on this list. If you haven't tried these games out, what are you doing? Seriously, get these games, play them, and just enjoy playing the PlayStation experience, bro. It's so fun. I could even put these here, but you don't really have to grind to get the platinum. These are more like a grindy, worth the grind one, but I would put these definitely here. Spider-Man might be in this category, but Ghost of Tsushima is so easy to platinum. I think they both are. They're both. Spider-Man's more of a grind than Ghost for sure. Ghost of Tsushima. Man, this looks like the prettiest one. The thing here, I'm gonna rate these by these are under out of my enjoyment level. I think that if this was enjoyment, would go under this. If this was say this is S tier and this is A tier. This is definitely under it because let's be honest, Miles Morales is nowhere near as good as the first game. It's just not. It's good. It's really good. but it's not this. It's just not that. It's not the same. This is probably put that. This is where it gets tricky because Odyssey is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. It's probably the best Assassin's Creed game, I think. What do I do? Do I put Spider-Man over that? Spider-Man's definitely over that, right? Is Ghost? I think Ghost of Tsushima is above it. I think that's good. I like that. I think those games are above. This is hard for me because I really love this game, but I just think that what Spider-Man did is just like they're not going to be able to match that. Same with Ghost of Tsushima. I just think like I don't know. They're just not. It's not going to be beaten. Just straight up. Like these two are not beaten by this. It's just not. And I love this game. This is a 10 out of 10 game. That would mean all three of these are 10 out of 10 for me. Is Odyssey a 10 out of 10? Is Spider-Man a 10 out of 10? I would say so. I'd say all three of these games are 10 out of 10s. This is like a 8. I would put that at an 8. Spyro. This could be like our first easy. Not really much to say about it. Everybody knows what Spyro is. A very fantastic game. This is another easy one. I think this game's better than Spyro, so I'll put it in front of it. It's not harder, I wouldn't say. This is one of those ones that I hated doing just because how tediously annoying it was. I would say, dude, we should make this the tedious bracket and make this the you barely need a guide bracket because this, I don't even rate threes as like, it's not harder, it's just more annoying. You know what I'm saying? This one was so fun. This one wasn't even like... I did feel rewarded for getting that one. I think that's good. This is one of the ones that I would put here personally, but I know so many people would think this is difficult. So I'll put it like... They have it rated at 710 on PlayStation. I put it at the same spot. It's pretty hard because you have to do the Mama back, which is Dead Ops Arcade, and you have to have a decent squad to be able to pull that off. We barely did. But yeah, man, I would put this here 100%. I love this game. It's worth getting. It's worth playing. It's worth exploring playing that Call of Duty. I'm just a huge Call of Duty fan, but I'll put it right there for people's sanity. So yeah, this is the list so far. I think I like it. I really do. This is better whenever it's rated by difficulty, I think. This is probably under Call of Duty. It's not as hard. It's almost there. It's pretty hard. That's kind of hard, bro. Like, for a lot of people, I feel like that's going to be a harder one. But me personally, I think it goes here. I think that's kind of good. It's kind of difficult, bro. It really is, but it's not hard. I put it kind of difficult. Deathloop. You have to learn Deathloop to be able to do it. But would I put it at kind of difficult? Sackboy's way harder than Deathloop, dude. Just saying. That doesn't seem right. Maybe I could do it like that. There are some things in Deathloop you have to do that's kind of hard. Can't lie. Not like hard, but like... I'll do that. I think that's pretty good. That's a good way of ranking it. Rogue Legends, or Rogue Company. Come on, dude. You could literally read the achievements and get this one. I'll put it at very easy. You don't need a guide, but it's not... I don't know, dude. You don't need a guide to do this. Should I put this at 1? I don't think this is a 1, though. It's got to be a 3. That's a good spot I'm gonna put it. It doesn't need a guide, but it's not so easy to where it's here. This is the easiest category. This is the second easiest, third easiest, and so on. But okay, Far Cry 5. I'd say Far Cry 5 is harder to platinum. Honestly, I'm gonna put Far Cry 5 there. It's a little bit hard. It's not easy, bro. You have to do really hard multiplayer challenges that you got to be kind of perfect with. Call of Duty Vanguard, this is going to go in easy. Which one's easier out of that and Far Cry? Far Cry 6 is a little bit easier, right? I don't think Far Cry 6 is going here, bro. It ain't that hard. Neither is Spyro. This Spyro and Far Cry 6 are in a perfect spot. Is Vanguard? I feel like it is. You need a guide, but it's not that bad. You can beat this on Veteran. Maybe I should bring it up because people in Veteran. Yeah, I'll bring it up because Veteran. I didn't think about it like that. You need to be. Let me look. I need to remind myself. Got the 300 trophy today. Woo! Okay. Call of Duty Vanguard. Do you have to beat it on Veteran? That's all I need to know. And what do they rate it? They got a 5 out. Yep, Veteran campaign. Since it has a Veteran campaign, I'm going to put it here. I still think Far Cry 5 is harder. Deathloop 2? Is Deathloop harder? Yeah, I think it is. I think that's properly where it should be. I still think that's harder than Deathloop. That's definitely harder than Deathloop. Okay, these are all gamies, bro. Like, come on. You have to have a guide for these to do it properly. Like, these are all 5 gimme platinums right here. Same with these. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill them in. They're nothing hard, bro, but you have to have guides to do them or read the achievement list. Soccer Succubus. These need guides, I think. Pretty sure they do. These ones don't. I think this one you just watch it. I honestly don't think that this needs a guide at all. I can't remember exactly if these do. So one of these games doesn't need it, but yeah. Love Language needs it, I think, if I can remember properly. And they're in no specific order, bro. These are all so easy, it doesn't matter. Soccer Succubuses are definitely the easier ones. The Complex, I'd put this at... This is kind of hard, even if you have a guide. You can mess up and, like, waste hours. I feel like this definitely goes here. Is this more tedious than Rogue Company? I think so. Rogue Company was easy as hell. Let me read them. 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5. Then 3C. I think that was it, right? That the last one? I don't see it. Oh no, 4C. Yeah, that's all of them. I'm missing one because then it's in the next episode that we're gonna do here. Dojoran is very easy. I even have a guide on YouTube. Go check that out. I might put it in the description. Who knows? I'm gonna put both Dojorans. Very, 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 very easy games. I'd put these at the same as Rogue Company. They're about neck and neck, so just leave it. My Hidden Things is on the very easy category. This is another game. Nah. I'd say this is a little bit harder than Soccer Succubus, but not by a wide margin. Facilis, another game that you need a guide in. It's not too hard. It should be a 2 out of 10. It's kind of annoying. Can't lie, but it's not that bad. It's a weird game for sure. Yeah. This is definitely in that category. Nier Automata, you can buy all the achievements in the game, which I did. You don't necessarily feel good about it, but like enjoying Nier Automata, I had fun playing the game. And it was hard enough without doing it normal, like actually grinding for the achievements. So me getting that even felt good. Even getting it by cheating it felt like so satisfying. It was just a fun game overall. Good experience, good story. Honestly, it's very different from any game I've ever played. So if you guys haven't picked up Nier Automata, maybe you want to check it out. All 6 of these games right here, you would play them and not be disappointed. I promise you. These games are fantastic. But Miles Morales is like, it's like lackluster. I wanted more, to be honest. Black Flag. Oh, here we go with this game. Let's go ahead and put that like... Look, Black Flag isn't that bad. But you have to do multiplayer. You have to do the fleet that takes 8 years after you already platinum the game and have every other achievement. If I have a thing that I could tell you guys from this video, a takeaway, please, when you're playing Black Flag, as soon as you get the naval contracts, do them the whole time you're playing the game. Because I'm going to tell you something. It was the last thing I had to do in the game, and it was brutal to get those naval challenges and get that last blueprint to level up the Morgan, or the Jackdaw. So trust me when I tell you, I don't think this is as hard as this one, though. I thought it was hard. I thought it was fucking hard. What did they have it rated on PlayStation? I want to know. I'm just curious. It's not gonna like make me think of it a certain way, but I'd like to know what they think about Black Flag. I think it's personally, I think it's almost as hard as that. Maybe here. It's hard for me to put it here, but I'm gonna put it in 6. Okay, what do they think? 5? Bro, this game was hard. Nah, it's not a 5, bro. It's not a 5, bro. What do they have Far Cry 5, Deathloop, and Vanguard at? Three out of 10? No shot. It had multiplayer trophies too. Four out of 10. Now let's see Vanguard. I want to know if I'm right. Five out of 10. See, like what? All these are in the same playing field, in my opinion. In my opinion, Far Cry 5 is not a 3. This had DLC. This had multiplayer. This had hard campaign missions. You had to be like, nah, dude. They are faded if they think that. Freddy Spaghetti is one of those things that you need a guide for. I think. No, you just beat 50 levels. I didn't need a guide, but I'd put this above some games in difficulty. I'm gonna make it from easy to hard. Okay, like I'm gonna put it backward, backwards. Matter of fact, nah. I'm gonna do it like this. Harder ones first. This one's before these, 100%. Okay, so it's from hard to easier all the way through. By far and away the easiest platinum. This is second, third, fourth. This one you stand there. You literally stand there. So I'm going to put this here. This game you do. I don't think you need a guide for this game. I really don't. Do you? Winter Daydream. Let me go look. Bro, I'm unprepared as hell for this. YouTube video, so I don't want to hear anything. A Winter Daydream. See, you don't even need a guide. I think you do need a guide, bro. Let's see what Homeboy says.
Come back.
I don't remember. Oh, dude, she's going crazy. Let's see what Bad Driver says.
What remember the gameplay choices for about 3 hours. Operation style to word by word, and also set person cannot. The only thing you have to do is now just press the cross button.
You don't have to do anything, he said. It's literally a 1. Yeah, I did it right. Okay. So yeah, 1 out of 10 difficulty. Thank you, Bad Driver. You're literally the GOAT. I don't think I meant to add this, chat. I think I've only gotten 2 of these. Let me go to my thing and make sure, because I accidentally added an extra one. Okay, I got the PS4 version and the PS5 version. Didn't I? Now I have to go look at my list. I have it on here. See? Oh, it's called Improbable Dream. That's why. There's 2 of them. Improbable Dream and A Winter's Dream. Where's the other one? I have a 4th one. Oh, I don't think I got PS5 one. Nah, I got 1 on PS4 and then 2 on PS4 and 5. Yeah. That's right. Okay. That was confusing me. But yeah, all 3 of these games are the exact same game, basically. So. Same with this. Where's this going? Where's 4? Is that 4? Nude girls all over this thing, dude. Okay, Dahlia. Same spot. It's so easy. Literally the easiest game of all time. Watch Dogs Legion. This game is probably here. There's an achievement for 100% that makes it like a 8 to 10 out of 10 probably, but it's a permadeath achievement. I'd say it makes it a 10 out of 10. That shit's impossible, bro. No cap. This game is worth the grind. I feel like I grew up playing this game. I was always gonna put this right here. Worth the grind, rewarding, feeling platinum. It definitely goes there. If it wasn't here, it would be here because it's a really easy Lego game. Well, these games, I feel like this game's a little bit too easy now that I think about it. But it's still like, I want you guys to experience these games. I feel like these games are just so good that those are recommended. All this is recommended. And these ones definitely are rewarding feeling when you get them. There's not just saying that to say that. Okay, Track is one of those games. I think you need a guide. Not going to lie, you need a guide for these games because there's like a method, an exploit. So yeah. They're almost a no guide, but they aren't. You need a guide. Dungeon Escape. I feel like this game is probably going to be one of the harder ones on here. It's basically a platformer, and you got to know where to go to get the stars. Maybe I'll put this in guide. This is a platformer. This goes above these, and maybe this. I put this right here. Definitely right there above. Because these, you need a guide, but this one's more of a hard platformer. I died a lot in that. So, yeah. This one, you just need to beat the missions in order to get the platinum. That's all you have to do. But it's definitely harder than these because you can actually die and stuff. So, yeah, let's continue on. Adam Ventures Origins. Honestly, people bash this game for being a ripoff Uncharted, but I really like this game. You need a guide for it. Very, very good game, honestly. People hate on this game. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this game. It's definitely, you're probably going to need a guide for some of the puzzles in the game. I didn't personally need any guides, but you're definitely going to need a guide to do some of the puzzles. They're very difficult. They're pretty difficult. They're not crazy. They're just difficult. You can honestly put this in very easy, but I'm not going to. I think it deserves a spot there. It's a great game. Suicide Guy, very fun game. You might need you're gonna definitely need a guide for this, but you barely do. You need it for like the trophies at the end of the game. I'd say sleep in in the deep end or whatever. What is it called? Sleep in deep end. Anyway, Suicide Guide DLC, aka free platinum trophy. This one's harder than this one, I would say. I think they both have boss fights, but they're not that bad. Maybe should I put these very easy? They do have boss fights. It's hard to kill your character. Yes, I'll put it very easy. It's the same thing. It's either going to be the bottom or top of this. I'd say it's the same exact thing. This one was a little bit hard. I'll put this in very easy. I got killed a lot on this one. Can't lie. It might be a little bit harder than Dogeron. Well, nah, about the same. This one is one of those ones I think you don't need a guide. You just need to hold a button and like max out your character and stuff. You won't even need a guide for that. That game reminds me of this one, which you do need a guide in. I'd put this right here, I think. I'd put both of them there. Where's the other one? Here it is. Yeah, those both go right about there. Willow D-Make. I hated this game. I can't lie. I've played it so many times. This one and that other one, the Mina and Mina. It's the same game. They're all for the same creator, I think. Such a terrible game. I hate this game. I love this Mechabolt way more. And it's so bad. They're all bad. Yeah, so these games, I don't think you need a guide. They're definitely above under. Nah, they're above this. Yeah, I'd put them right here under, because Hero in a Garden's kind of annoying. You have to sit there. It's more tedious. I'd put this here under Freddy Spaghetti, because it's more like that's the category, and then you go to the more annoying one. This is definitely an annoying game. Yeah, that looks better to me. Same type of game. I'd say that this goes under these. I really would. This Spectre Woods isn't this high of a difficulty rating. You just have to play it to beat it. That's all you have to do is play the game. This is harder than that. Where do I put this? Because this is these, and then you play it, and then the ones that are like harder to beat, and then the ones that are a little bit harder than that. Yeah, I think I did that right. Snake Boat, dude, you don't have to play the game. You just sit still. That being said, it's barely above Tally in that, just because speed and easiness. Yeah, I like the way I have that. Legend of the Skyfish. What a great game for a trash game I bought, dude. This could go here. This could go here. I'm trolling. This game is really great, though. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But that being said, it's probably about Dogeron. I want to put this at the top because it's the best game. Not because of difficulty, just because it's the best game. This game's easier than these ones. So I'm going to leave it there, and also a very, very good game. Buy Legend of the Skyfish and tell me it's not so great. Yeah, trash game. Mina and Michi is so bad. This one needs a guide. Yeah, I'd put that there. Memory Lane. You literally just don't need anything, but goes like right there. I'd put this like right next to this, actually. Devious Dungeon. This game's actually a little bit harder. I'd put that there. Same with, where is it at? Daggerhood. Both of these games. Listen, they're not very easy. They're hard. It took me a long time to platinum Daggerhood because it took so long for me to level up my build, bro. I died at least 1,000 times beating platinum in Daggerhood twice, but once you guys finally get the hang of Daggerhood, it's not that bad, man. Truly isn't that bad. Wait, don't I have Daggerhood twice? Let me look, because I don't have it here, and that's not good if I don't have it here. I have it twice. Where's the second one? That's not good, bro. I don't have a second one. Where's Daggerhood, yo? I only have one of them? That's so weird. This should be that should be two Daggerhoods right there. I have 2 Daggerhood platinums. It's just not here. All good though. Pink Man, you guys will know. It's two Daggerhoods right there, okay? I didn't add it, but two Daggerhoods. 2 times 2. It's a stack, right? You could get a bunch of the Daggerhead games. Okay, Alien Destroyer is gonna go. This is another game I double platinumed. Maybe it's later that I get it. Like, let me look at the date here. No, I got them in the same back to back. No, it was a year later. Okay, so I haven't platinumed it yet. But okay, I haven't platinumed Daggerhood yet. That's why. It's gonna be in the next video. We're good. Pretty girl. Okay, let me go in order. Sheena Uba. This one you need a guide. I'd say it's easier than these games here. So I'd put it like. That's where it goes, you know. Definitely where it goes. Across the Moon. Same with this. In the same area as Sheena Uba. It's very, very easy. Same with this. Same with Zeus Quest is a little bit harder, dude. Zeus Quest is gonna go a little bit up on this. I'd say Zeus Quest goes like right there. That sounds about right. Astro Playroom, very easy. Amazing game. Dude, I'm gonna just put the good games right here and then the hard ones up there. These games are so easy. Like, you don't need like a guide. Well, you kind of need a guide, but like, it's so fun. You could just find the stuff. No guide, bro. You want to literally stand there game. You just sit there and do nothing. You just run. You go AFK with your left thumbstick up into a wall. Okay, loot, which is the method on that game coincidentally. This game needs a guide. This game takes hours to get, dude. These can't be threes, bro. I'm doing this wrong. These can't be threes. They're just too easy. The games I'm dying in can be threes. Like these two. Yeah, these have to be two, man. These have to be a two. I'm doing it wrong. I could put them at the top because of how long it takes. It's absolutely a long platinum to get. Toy Star Mania, same thing. I don't think this goes in there. I think Toy Star Mania goes up in here somewhere. Dogeron. The Complex, same thing. Can't go in there. It's just too easy. I messed up, but like the Complex, if you mess up, it can kill hours. I'm gonna keep the Complex in 3 because I feel like that game, if you mess up, it resets hours of time for you. But like, there's a skip option too. So I'm gonna keep it in here. Nah. I'm gonna put it in 3 because it can mess up and it really be really tedious. This is what I was gonna make the category, a tedious category, but I decided, just put the tedious ones at the top of 2. A-Rog, dude, I can't remember this game for the life of me. I don't remember what's in. I don't even remember this game. That's so weird. I don't usually not remember a game. I'm going to go look up a YouTube video of it so I can remember and give a good review on it. What game is this?
I'm Eileen.
Like a little bit of
Oh, I remember now.
too much to say about it.
Thanks for the vid, bud. You're helping me make my YouTube video.
Leave a comment below that says very easy about it. I showed you one
You basically
how quick you can get through it.
20 or 30 minute platinum. And that's stacks. How many stacks does he says it have? What stacks? Okay, I'll put this at the. I'm pretty sure this needs a guide. It probably goes like right here somewhere. Yeah, I think that's where that goes. I don't know why that was so low. That was weird. Peak Man's probably in the very easy category. You can die and get annoyed. I'd put this at the top of that. This one was so fun, dude. I loved this game. So fun. This isn't hard. This isn't hard at all. I'm putting these more or less like the ones that don't need a guide. They're just difficult. They're like platformers that are harder. That's how I'm going to make this. This cannot go in 3. It'd be criminal. Same with this. It'd be so criminal if those went into 3. I like Astro Playrooms that as well. You can die in this game. You could die. These are platformers. You could die a lot in those games. Jack and Jill, same game, bro. You can't put Jack and Jill in that. I'm trying to make them in order so you guys like understand which ones are easier than others. Like these ones got. If you guys are trying to figure out if you want these platinums or not, these games right here are so easy. You can literally not try at all and get these two. You could literally be not intelligent and get these. Same with these ball ones. Oh, they're so easy. These ones are more tedious. The ball ones, I'm not gonna lie, they're annoying to get. Zippy the circle, pretty annoying, but straightforward. Very straightforward, very easy platinums to achieve. Valentine Candy Break, you just ping pong ball. You sit there and ping pong. You could do that easily. These are story games. You pick the right path, bada boom, bada bang, you get the platinum. But if you pick the wrong path, then it's more tedious and annoying. Same with these other 3 games right here. All of them, you have to pick the right path or you'll have to restart. Airog, no path. It's just to beat the campaign. That would make me put this up under let me put this right here. Yeah, that goes right there. So yeah. Toy Story, you just shoot targets. It's very basic. Vasilis, it's a story game. You have to walk around, pick up collectibles, do the right plots. It's very easy. Just beat the campaign, you win. My Hidden Things, another game. It's a story game. You find like these hidden puzzle things. Very, very basic. Pretty Girls, Klondike Solitaire. You just play solitaire. You'll get the hang of it. The rest of these are story. I'd put these up harder. This is harder than that. These are all story. Then that's harder. This is a platformer. Pretty annoying, but you'll get it if you get the hang of it. Zeus Quest is like, it'll take hours for you to get Zeus Quest. It is going to be annoying and tedious, and like you're going to be like, why is this like, why'd I have to try so hard for a platinum? But hey, it's pretty basic, pretty free. Jack and Jill, dude, you could do this with your eyes closed. Adam's Venture Origins, honestly, love the story of this game, even though it's kind of like off-brand, not crazy. It's just a Uncharted ripoff. I still thought it was a great game. It was fun. The dialogue's kind of cheesy, but it's not that bad of a game. It's a diamond in the rough, I'd say. Suicide Guy, another diamond in the rough. This game was fun for me. Astro's Playroom, I mean, this is one of those games that's like, you get a throwback if you played all the other PlayStation consoles, and it'll take you down memory lane. This is definitely a nostalgia trip right here. You'll love that game if you like played Sly Cooper, God of War, games like that will be in there. They'll play as if they're the God of War character. It's cool. Loot Hero. This game right here is more like you kind of smash your way through the map. It's really fun. If you played like games on mini clips growing up in school, whenever you're supposed to be in your schoolwork, you'll love that game. Brave Match. This game honestly is just a free platinum, man. It's not that enjoyable. It's just, you fight with your sword. The 2 guys fight with a sword. You kill each other. You'll beat the game within an hour. I promise you that. Pinkman. This is one of the harder ones in the category. This would almost made it to 3. It's just a harder platformer. Maybe I should put this in 3, but these 2 are just long and tedious, bro. If you follow a guide, I had to follow a guide for days on these 2 right here to finally get them. What I did, it was worth it, man. I got the platinum, but man, I'll never buy these again. If I was you guys and you're looking for a free platinum and you don't want to waste time, don't buy these. Just don't buy them. But if you have a little bit of time on your hands, hey, just go ahead and buy it. Pinkman, just a platformer. Pretty difficult towards the end, but you'll do it. You could do it. Legend of the Skyfish. I can't say enough good things about this game, honestly. It doesn't really have that crazy of a storyline, but there is a storyline there, and it's not too bad of a game. It's kind of fun, you know. There's puzzles you learn. The more you learn, the more advanced it gets, the more hard it gets, the funner it becomes, because you have to use your brain a little bit, work for that platinum. Honestly, you have to work for it. That's what makes it fun. Dogeron, just a platformer. This game I was getting spawn trapped on, man. It feels difficult, but once you get it, it's pretty rewarding. Rogue Company, you have a couple buds, you have some free time, get on Rogue Company, shoot some people, have fun, use teamwork. You're probably gonna need it. The Complex is a game where I had to restart at least 5 times, but there's a skip option that if you can get good at doing, you can go back to where you missed things and pick certain plots, and then you'll end up getting the platinum. Very basic stuff, just learn how to skip. I had to learn how to skip. There's like a technique to skipping. If you don't skip properly, you'll skip the text points and you'll have to redo it all over again. So be patient. You will get this. You're not the only one that was struggling to skip. Just take your time. These 2 games took days. I'm talking days for me to platinum these games on PlayStation and on PS4. Very, very... Honestly, it makes me want to put them higher because oh man. But it's not that bad. If you could just get through the difficulty, just persevere. It honestly is a 3 out of 10 difficulty. It's not that bad. But for me, it felt like a 4 out of 10, a 5 out of 10. It really tested the limits. But if I think about it like with the open mind, it's probably a 3 out of 10. It really is. Spyro, I mean, this is one of the most iconic games ever on PlayStation. If you don't have the Spyro trilogy, just go ahead and buy it. Platinum the 3 games. Enjoy a good storyline. I mean, if this will wake up the little kid in you, I promise you that. Far Cry 6, I really love the Far Cry series. I love first-person shooters. I grew up playing COD my entire life since I was 12 years old. I never stopped playing Battlefield, Call of Duty, just any first-person shooter I could get my hands on. There's something that like I'm just infatuated with these shooters. I just want to keep playing more and more and become better. You know, I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys have the same like knack for FPSs like I do. So the Far Cry series just comes hand in hand. It has a decent storyline, pretty good storyline. I actually love the game. So yeah, Far Cry 6 is about the dude from Breaking Bad, and you kind of just kill a bad guy, you know, like you do in every game. You just kill it. You get to where you can try to kill him. So that's what the Far Cry series is about. So if you're into like grinding to fight the final boss, Far Cry 6 is the perfect game for you. I love it. So can't recommend Far Cry enough to anybody that plays Call of Duty or is just getting into platinum hunting and likes first-person shooters. You'll love this one. Watch Dogs Legion, you kind of have to do this method in this game a lot, and I don't know if it's going to be boring you guys. I had a lot of friends tell me how much they hated this game because you fly around like the Green Goblin. You literally sit on this flying thing, and you learn how to fly it to certain locations, kill all the enemies, get off, hack everything in the area, get what you need, get back on it, fly across the map to the next thing. And you keep flying on this thing all game. So if you're not really into flying around like the Green Goblin with a gun on top of it, this might not be a game for you. It could be very repetitive, I'm not going to lie. But I honestly liked it. I like Watch Dogs. The story, it's kind of like you get like nostalgia from other characters that come back. I wouldn't spoil that for you, but there are characters in the game that are like throwbacks to Watch Dogs, the original, and Watch Dogs 2. So if you guys are interested at all, I could recommend you guys this game for sure. It just depends. It honestly just depends. If you like third-person shooters, like hacking, like the whole dynamic of like flying around on that thing the whole game. That's a lot of it, bro. Flying around that thing is a lot of it. You got to master a lot of things to be good at that game too. You'll get killed a bunch. Call of Duty Vanguard. This is probably the worst multiplayer game of all time. I'm telling you, do not buy this game if you're looking for a multiplayer experience. But a good thing all the platinum is campaign. So if that's what you're specifically looking for, Call of Duty Vanguard, yeah. It's definitely a good... how do I say this? It's definitely one of the better... I think this is one of the better campaigns as of late. It's really good. It's really... Like, campaign-wise, it was really fun. And the challenges that you have to go for that the developers put in, they're not even that bad. They're kind of fun. You have to, like get certain amount of kills, throwing nades and stuff. It's fun. It's honestly, even on the hard difficulty, which that might turn some people off. Oh, hard difficulty. I got to sit here. Listen, if you can just post up with the AR and slowly work your way through the map, and then work for the easy challenges after you beat the game on veteran, go back and just do cleanup, get collectibles. It's fun, dude. It's not that bad of a game. One of my favorite dynamics in the game that you guys will see and come to love if you end up enjoying this game is you don't just play as one character. It switches you around a lot, and you get to see the storyline of all these characters. It's a great experience. Something COD's never done before. I don't think they'll ever be able to mimic what they did, and I really enjoyed it. So they did it in MW3 where you jump from character to character. Like at least 2 or 3 characters are playable in MW3. You can play as Price, Roach, and one of the other guys that dies. But yeah. RIP Sandman, by the way. Deathloop. This game, you're definitely going to need guides. You're going to need to learn how to grow and become better and use certain guns to kill certain people. This game is not a cakewalk. If you think Deathloop's a cakewalk, you are going to be in for a rude awakening. But yeah, man. Should I put Far Cry 5 at the 4 spot? It has multiplayer trophies. I think this doesn't go here. I think Where would it go though? Top of this? It's a little bit hard, dude. I can't lie. Far Cry 5 is not that easy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyway, let's complete Deathloop. Deathloop has a really fantastic story too, because you gotta just break the loop the whole game. You get to learn these characters. You have to kill them all in one go at one point, which, dude, that is skill when you can kill them all in one go and escape and then go kill the last one to break the loop. Far Cry 5. I would say that Far Cry 5, the campaign aspect of it, like story and characters, honestly, I like what they did. They changes it up. They said, hey, go kill 3 people, not 1. Go kill 4. I mean, kill a whole cult full of people and then kill the last guy at the end. And there's multiple story endings. I think that they did a fantastic job on the story, like the ending and like the lead up of Far Cry 5. Like the story is hella good in that game. I'd say it's harder to get the map in Far Cry 6 than 5. It's more or less about you have to get multiplayer trophies is the reason I'm putting it above 6. You have to do multiplayer trophies on 6 as well, especially if you want 100%. But like, what do I remember being so hard on here? There's something about Far Cry 5 I remember being very difficult. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. There's that online zombies. I think that this goes above, dude. I really do. And I think it's above Call of Duty. I think I like where I have this. It's the online zombies puts it above a peg above Far Cry 6. It's just above it. Nah, I think it's like a 5. I'm not gonna lie. You guys will agree. It's like a 5 difficulty. I don't care what PlayStation profile says. This is a 5. You have to do zombies and perfectly score and have a decent teammate to help you. It's so annoying. I got killed a lot in the campaign too, I can't lie. Okay, so Sackboy, I have a guide on the hardest trophy in Sackboy if you guys need it. It's whatever. You have to, at the very end of the game, you got to do the Knitted Night challenge. And what it is you have to run through all the challenge maps in the whole game in one go, but then the time slot. So that is basically the hardest thing in the game to do. You have to get a certain amount of these like coins throughout the game that gives you a 3-star in every map. But yeah, man, it's a difficult game. Honestly, Sackboy is a grind, and if you guys aren't ready, Sackboy can sneak up on you. So I had friends helping me do it at first, and I did it on my own. It's a very fun game. It's a really, really respectable platinum too. It's very respectable. I would honestly put this here, but for the sake of the video, we're just gonna put it hard. That is where it goes. Trust me, it really is. Black Flag has a multiplayer challenges that on a dead game. If you still want to go back to the servers are dead, you're gonna have to get a boosting session. Trust me, I had to. Those Navy contracts I was trying to tell you guys about earlier. Trust me, man. You want to do Navy contracts out the whole game in Black Flag. It will sneak up on you at the end, and you're gonna have to wait for. I had to wait for so long. It took me like 2 years to get this game because I kept coming back to it to do the naval contracts because I didn't want to play the game. But if you do the naval contracts as soon as you get them the whole time and work towards the Morgan, and you have to sink a certain amount of ships, and you have to beat the whole campaign, and it's hard to beat the campaign because you have to sink ships to upgrade your ship to get further in the game to sink more ships to. It gets to where you like get bored as fuck of upgrading the Jackdaw, but you say, okay, whatever, let's just keep going. And then the last thing in the game is the Navy contracts. Trust me, that was my last thing. So if you upgrade the map, upgrade the ship, and just try to progress towards beating the game and having all your Navy contracts done, you should be in a good boat. But yeah, these games are at a 6. Trust me, they are harder than they seem. The reason that I have this here more than anything, honestly, you have to beat it on veteran campaign. I'm almost 100% sure. To beat it on a veteran campaign, you have to beat Dead Ops Arcade on with the 4-stack that's pretty decent and has communication and knows how to attack the missions. I mean, you have to have strategy to camp in certain spots to get to the next mission, and you have to level your character up like in a way that makes sense. You just have to. Once you learn how to use the map and use your teammates and work together, no matter what is happening, and then you get to the mom and back and you kill her, it will be literally probably the most rewarding feeling ever. This is by far and away probably the hardest platinum I've ever earned. This and like Saints Row. Saints Row is because I had all the glitches in it, but yeah, Cold War is by far and away probably my hardest platinum on this, at least in this part of the video, so far that we've explored. So I would say Black Flag's up here with Cold War for sure. It's it's a hard game. Even if I like drag these 2 to 5 and those 2 to 4, I wouldn't like that. I like the way I have the list. Finger Fitness, yeah, this is one of those games that you don't even want to buy because it hurts your fingers. Just press the triggers. That's all you got to do. I'll put it past the ones that you don't have to move. The ones you do have. This is the one you do have to move. So press the triggers. That's all you have to do. Stretch. This is. I'll say you need a guide. Not the easiest game in the world, but Midnight Deluxe. This is one of those games where you might need a guide to figure out how to use the trajectory because it's harder than it seems. Where would this go? Look, I'd put this here and this here. Mecha Bolt was hella fun. Do they need a guide for Mecha Bolt? Maybe like one. Pinkman is harder than it looks. I'd say Pinkman's like a 4, but like for other people it'd probably be like a 5. They have some hard missions on Pinkman, I can't lie. I'd honestly put this at like a 3, bro. This game ain't harder than Daggerhood. Listen, what do they have it as? Whatever. Look, I'll copy PlayStation profiles for once. What do they got? Pinkman. NA. I wonder what the heck the difficulty rating would be. I'll leave it at 3. There's no guide, but it's like hard. Concept Destruction, you need a guide for this game. You have to like figure out how to. They're neck and neck. These 2 games are neck and neck. You don't need a guide for this game. It's stupid easy. You just drive forward. Alien Destroyer, same shit, dude. You really don't need a guide for this game. Cross the Moon, you need this as a guide. Where is it? And yeah, that's gonna be my list. Honestly, I hope you guys did enjoy the guide or whatever, or me ranking my next 100 platinums. I'm getting I just got to 300, so maybe tomorrow I'll finish this off and cap it out at 300. And then the next time I get my 100, I'll make a new video. So, yeah, this is going to be my 100 to 201 platinums. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm pretty sure I went pretty thorough on all these. There's none of them I didn't go that thorough on. Except for, like, the top games. I could go thorough on the top games really quick. Like, Lego Marvel right here is... I grew up playing this game. I bought it on Xbox One when it first came out. It's one of the first games I ever had on Xbox One. And it was, honestly, it's just iconic to me. Like, like, Lego itself is fun. Like, if you guys played the Lego Star Wars and you are looking forward to a game that's like a Lego game, you don't know which one to buy, this one is, I can't recommend it enough. It was so fun growing up playing this. And going back to it, it was like a trip in my memory lane. Nier Automata, this game's kind of like a... I would say it's like Dark Souls, but it's not. What is the category in which this game? It's like a fantasy game where you're robots with emotions, and you run around. It's kind of like a shoot 'em up, but it takes a long time to kill enemies in this game. It starts to become a grind. It's not so easy as you would think in the beginning. No matter how easy the difficulty you're on, you will get killed. I got killed hundreds of times without spells and had to go back on old saves and figure it out. So this one is definitely rewarding when you finally get it. And like I said, don't feel bad about buying the cheats. or buying out all the achievements like I did. A lot of people on PlayStation profiles will put you down for it, but it is what it is, man. We all have a life. We all have families. We got to do what we could do at our time, and I didn't have the time to do it. So, in Kyridian, this game, I just had so much fun playing this game that honestly is just. This game is a lot like Pokemon in the sense where like. You run around as Finn and Jake, and when you run into enemies, you have to get past to like Snorlax, for example, and you have to go find a flute across the world. You come back, and it's so satisfying when you get the flute back to Snorlax. I don't know how to explain it. When you beat this game, you'll be like, yo, that was really, like, that felt rewarding, and that was fun. There are some bugs, achievements in here, but you guys should love this game. Miles Morales. This one's more like an open world, like Spider-Man. You have to clear the map, obviously. With Miles Morales, like, one of the things I love the most about these two Spider-Man games is the combat and, like, being able to just, like, honestly, I come back on Spider-Man all the time and just web swing. Just because it's so, like, a stress reliever. It's so, like, fun. Just to mess around and web swing and just, like, be in control, you know? It's like an escape from reality for me, kind of, playing these two games, this little series. I sometimes I get that with Batman, but like with Batman, it's not the same because like I feel like there's a lot of fights. Like you can't land in Batman on a rooftop without fighting someone. But yeah, love the combat, great story. Like the story of Miles Morales, like the ending was amazing. Honestly, that might have been the best part of the game is the ending, like the plot twist and stuff. Assassin's Creed is probably one of my favorite series, like a top 3 of my campaign series. It's like Assassin's Creed, probably like Call of Duty and Far Cry. Those are probably my favorite 3 series to play. So whenever this game came out and it felt so fluid, you could run around with a crossbow and like snipe an entire outpost and not have to fight unless you wanted to. There's something about that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed finessing like forts in this game. Like that was probably even watching like Josh OG play this game and just like finesse the whole fortress and like it's just something so satisfying about that. That's the best part of the game is like getting like fighting for the outposts. That was my favorite part. Great story, really great story. There's like characters that you would know that they reimagined their origins stories and stuff. So Ghost of Tsushima starts off like this huge war, and like at first you're a really honorable ninja or samurai. You're a very honorable samurai. You announce when you fight people. You don't get the advantage, and then you turn into this assassin. And then the people that love you the most, they see you in this way after you start to become an assassin, and they don't want to be around you anymore because you have no honor. There's something about that storyline that like that. And you changing and they don't love you. It's just like it's so like relatable. And like you're in like this beautiful ass world. Like the combat is so fun. You're literally like a ninja samurai, bro. You run around this world and the people that you love the most don't have your back. And now you're like all alone with this group you don't even know. Beautiful game. It's probably the best looking game I've ever played on PlayStation, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, man. It has some multiplayer achievements, I think, for 100%, but I don't think you have to do them for the campaign. So there's that. It's honestly, I think you platinum it for all campaigns, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I think that's my review on this one. I love you guys. As always, this has been Thrasher Sheets. I hope you guys got a lot of information out of this. I was trying to help you guys learn if you want to buy these games or not, more than anything. Because like, what am I doing buying all these games platinuming it if you can't get help out of me making these videos, you know? So yeah, I love you guys. It's always been Thrasher Sheets. You guys have a fantastic day. Peace out, man. All right.